Alright guys, welcome back to Deaths from Above 40k, and it is battle report time again. Down at the club, playing a 1500 point match. So I'm going to be heading my Blood Angels. I've got a bit of a mix of new and old in here, because I wanted to bust out some Dreadnoughts. So I'll go through the list and I'll let you know what's in it. I'm pretty excited about using this today, because I haven't used a lot of these Dreadnoughts since 7th edition. So this will be a first time seeing how they go. Alright, so in the list, we've got a battalion. So we've got a captain in Gravis armour. You love him, you know him. He'll be the warlord, and I've given him Artisan of War, which will give him +1, I think, damage to his fist. And then I've also given him I can't remember the name of it, but it's the command point farming one, because it's pretty much the only handy one for Primaris. Then I got Lieutenant with Power Sword, or should I say Power Swords. Then I got 1, 2, 3 5-man units of intercessors, all the same. So they've just got the bolt guns they come with, and a power fist on each of the sergeants, because they're Blood Angels. You've got to have power fists. So that's the battalion. Then I've got a repulsor with the las cannons and the onslaught gatling cannons, all the DACA, all that sort of stuff. Haven't used this very much, so I'm just trying it out. Then I've got Redemptor Dread, which I've just finished painting up his assault cannon version. I usually run him with the macro plasma, but I'm trying him out this way today just to see if I like it, what it does, all that sort of stuff. So he's in the list, so that's the Primaris part of it. Then we've got a detachment of Ancients. So we've got my Librarian Dread. I've given him the powers, the quickening, and the Angel's Wings, I think it is, the one that makes him fly, and he also have Smite. He's got his big halberd. Then with him, he's got 1, 2, 3 Dreadnoughts. One being, well, it used to be Casa the Damned, but now he's just Death Company, so he's just got the Claws and a Melter Gun and a Stormbolter. Then at the back, we got 1, 2 identical Furioso Dreadnoughts, so we got a fist on each of them, and then we got the Frag Cannon and Heavy Flamer, so lots of auto hitting DACA. So pretty much, we got the Blood Angels, new Primaris, and then they've got some ancient tacticians coming to give them a hand on the battlefield. And we're facing off against, I'll go over here, Necrons today. So, Brad's going to be running the Necrons. Say good day, Brad.
Hello.
He's decided he's going to be running these as Mephrit. This is my Necron army. Brad is a Necron player, but Brad doesn't model or paint. He's just more of a gamer, so he's happy to use my models so that they're nice and painted for the channel. So, what do we got in the list? We've got a Cryptek, who's going to be the Warlord, and he's going to be given the Fearless bubble. Then we've got a Catacomb Command Barge, and he's going to have the Relic that gives him a 4-up invulnerable save. Then for troops, we got 1, 2, 3 5-man units of Immortals with Gorse. Then if we go over here, we've got a big 20-man blob of Warriors, which are all just rocking their Gorse. Then in Elites, we've got Death Marks, 8 of, just to fill some points. We've also got a Triarch Stalker with the heavy Gorse cannons, so a bit of anti-tank, blows some things away. If we go over here, we've got 1, 2 Annihilation Barges with all Telsa, so Telsa on top, Telsa on bottom. And then we've got a big monolith in the middle just to set the army. Bit of a centerpiece, bit of firepower, all that sort of stuff. So these guys will be running as Mephrit. So when they get within half range of their weapons, they get an extra AP. So this will come in handy for all the Immortals, the Warriors, even the Annihilation Barges. So me and Brad will roll up a mission and we'll get back to you. Alright. Alright guys, we've rolled up a Maelstrom of War mission. It's just a straightforward one, so collect 3 cards at the start of each turn, and whatever you get is what the objectives are. First Blood, Line Breaker and Warlord count in this as well. So we're set up Dawn of War. We've got 1 objective here, 1 objective over to the right, 1 in the centre, 1 just off centre in the pumping station. If we come around here, we got 1 behind these guys, and 1 under there. I think that's all 6. So for setup, Brad's got a Monolith and Death Marks in Deep Strike. Then here he's got that's not Catacomb Command Barge, that's over there. So just a Destroyer Barge, Then he's got his 20 warriors and his Cryptek. He has paid an extra command point to give the Cryptek Veil of Darkness, so he's running 2 relics. We've got another barge over here, 5 guys on that objective, a Lord, Stalker, dudes and more dudes. Then if we come around this side, I've got 3 dreadnoughts here on the left hand side. I've got the big guy hidden behind here because Brad threatened to shoot him and I didn't want him to die straight away. Got a Death Company guy here. 5 guys holding the line here just to give the captain and the lieutenant a screen. And then I've put this guy in cover and he's got 2 tactical squads in there ready to zoom out and grab objectives. So I set up first. So we'll roll to see who gets first turn. What do you got, Brad? 4. That's a something. That's a 3. So mine's a 5 and yours a 3. Would you like to try and seize?
Yes.
Don't you do it. That's a 5. So the Blood Angels will be getting first turn, so I'll draw some cards and we'll see if we can't blow away some robots on this deserty industrial world, all set in the 41st millennium. I'll get back to you. Alright guys, at the end of Blood Angels turn 1, we've taken objective 1, so I've managed to score a point here. My other objectives were hold objective 5 for 2 turns and noble self-sacrifice. I haven't lost any characters yet. So this moved out here, shot over here and killed a few Necron warriors. Las cannons shot across here to hit the Triarch Stalker but did nothing due to quantum shielding. All the dreadnoughts ran to the centre. The librarian moved to the centre, then he flew across here, then he attacked this barge and then he ducked behind here, losing 2 wounds. So we've got first strike by killing 5 immortals and I keep forgetting that, Annihilation Barge. The 5 immortals, by the way, were killed by combined firepower from this guy. These guys sitting still using bolter drill. So, at this point, I'm on 1 point, so Brad will have his first turn and we'll get back to you and see if I've got anything left on the table. Alright guys, end of Necron turn 1. Brad's made a big push here. So he's swung these guys out this way. He's brought the monolith down in his deployment on the first turn. As far as we know, that's a sound rule, if not correctness, but we're going with it anyway, it's all good. This has moved forward here, this barge moved up here, and this one comes swinging in here. Now, one of my dreadnoughts got blown away by the firepower, pretty much this guy, the monolith. Yeah, no, it was the monolith, wasn't it? Yep. Then over here, this shot across here and took this down to 7 wounds. And then the Lord and this guy are in a punch-up. He took him down to 2 wounds, but then I hit him back and he's on 2 wounds, so it's a bit of a struggle over there. This all shot into here, took a wound off this. So, pretty much, Brad's holding an objective and got first strike, so we're both on 2 points and we've both taken some vehicles and stuff out, so I'll get back to my turn too and we'll see what happens. Kill some robots. Right guys, at the end of Blood Angels turn 2, it's been a cracker of turns, so all this stuff moved forward in the centre of here. So we've had Marines get out on each side here and stay spread out. Now between the firepower from this anti-infantry weapons and these 2 guys, they shot across here and killed the 20-man blob of Necrons. This guy managed to run over there and kill his Warlord, scoring me Warlord. This bunch of guys here then ran in and assaulted his Catacomb Command Barge, which got back up on a roll of 4+ after I shot it dead, and then we assaulted it. So we killed it twice in 1 turn. This managed to run over here and tie these guys up. I made a massive charge, but I whiffed because he took me down a tier, so I'm hitting on 4, so it wasn't great. And command points wise, no, sorry, not command points, battle points wise, I scored 6 for the turn. So 2 for holding this, D3 for area denial, which I rolled a 6, and then Warlord. So I'm on 8 and Brad's still on 2. Still got some stuff on the board, so we'll get back to you and we'll let you see what he can do. Alright guys, end of Necron turn 2. So what was the objective you scored, Brad?
Supremacy.
So supremacy for holding 1, 2, 3 objectives, and he rolled 2. When it comes to shooting, he shot all of this into here, took a couple of wounds off here. He killed my Redemptor Dreadnought, blew it away by using this stuff here, so to sort of secure this area. And then he come down here and he tried to snipe out my Gravis Captain, but failed to do any damage. So now Brad's on 4, I'm still on 8, so we'll get back to Blood Angels turn 3 and see if we can't kill some more machines. Alright guys. Alright, end of Blood Angels turn 3. We've swept across the battlefield. So these guys have come out here and shot over here into these guys. These guys shot in there and ran in there. We've reduced the death marks down to 2. We've run rampant across the centre of the battlefield straight over here. So these 3 dreadnoughts pulled apart the monolith in glorious fashion. I didn't run in with any of these guys because Brad reminded me of the evil door on the front of the monolith that sucks souls in or something like that. This thing flew over here, cleared these guys off here, so I'm holding that. So Brad's pretty much got left these 3 guys, which is not looking good. I'm on 10 points. Oh no, and he's got his 2 guys over there. So he'll have his next turn, see what he can do. See if he can at least score up some more points or whatever, and we'll get back to you. Alright. Alright guys, at the end of Brad's Necron turn, he didn't have much of a chance, but I thought in this new gaming system, if he could get ahead on points by getting some good cards, he would still win the game even if I tabled him. He didn't manage to get anything good, and he's only got this guy left. So, how many points did you get total, mate?
4.
4, and I got 10 by the end of the game. And what were you saying your man of the match was?
My more was because they took so long to kill. They took 2 las cannons, like 3 power fists, and just kept rolling 6s on the saves.
They did, yeah. They ate a lot. I think man of the match for me, I'm probably going to go after Librarian Dreadnought. He flew around the battlefield and beat the crap out of everything. He pretty much, he took 18 wounds off the monolith, which was handy, taking it down to 2, which the other guys finished off. Yeah, so that's the battle report. If you like this, like and subscribe. If you want to support me further, go check out my Patreon. And other than that, have a good day, and we'll get back to you with some more battle reports. Alright guys.